Hey again, and thanks for diving into the wide world of Central Texas real estate with me today. Let's do a quick review of rates like usual, though there's not much to review between last week and this week, as they've basically held steady right around 7% for the past month, or even longer than that. And that's all according to Mortgage News Daily, which is who I typically go to track the rates on a daily basis. So, with that said, I will give the same advice that I did last week. If you're currently under contract on a home and trying to determine when to lock in your rate, if you see it go anywhere below 7%, could be 6.9, 6.95, that's probably your best bet. Rates have been basically swinging between 6.9 and 7.1% for the past several weeks. Now, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that, but if I was, I would try to lock in on one of those 6.9 days if you possibly can. Now, with that said, if you end up with the rate right around 7%, don't beat yourself up. That's pretty average at the moment. Final note on rates though, you 100% do not have to pay the current market rate. We've got quite a few different methods that we can use to help you negotiate a lower mortgage rate, even in today's environment. Getting you somewhere below 6% is not only achievable, it's something that I've done for several clients multiple times this year alone and probably a dozen times last year. So it's very doable. It's not that uncommon. If you're curious about how we can do that for you, feel free to just reach out to me, contact me, however you're seeing this, and we can discuss it. So, up next, how did the market perform last week? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is where we'll dive into real quick how listings have performed over the past 7 days since the last time we spoke. So, we had 1,329 new listings hit the market. Gives you a fresh batch of options to choose from, lots of new properties available for buyers that are actively looking. We had 1,227 properties have a price reduction, hinting at some potentially good deals. Price reductions tend to drive traffic in most properties, and those will usually result in some kind of contract status within the next couple weeks after doing that. Meanwhile, believe it or not, we had 219 listings decide to go the other way and they pushed their price up. It's always surprising to see that, but they're probably just getting so much activity that they figured it was worth their time to try to ask for a little bit more than they were originally asking for. Now, we had 194 properties make a comeback that are now back on the market. We've got 38 properties that are active under contract. Usually that means that they're in the early stages of escrow while inspections are happening. And we had 557 homes go pending. So those are much closer to the finish line for a total of just over 1,000 properties under contract right now. Impressively, we had 851 sales that closed, welcoming a bunch of new homeowners into their new Austin homes, as well as getting a lot of sellers cashed out. So that's always good too. Now, there are currently a total of 1,609 properties on the market right now as of today, which is virtually identical to last week's numbers that were like 1,011 or 11,550. So we had a pretty big bump in inventory over the past couple weeks, but for the past week now, it's kind of leveled out. So we'll continue to watch these statistics as we enter into the summer months and things get a little bit busier. And now for our featured story from the Austin Business Journal. Uh, Manor has a new resident to welcome in and one to say goodbye to, kind of. Walmart, you've got serious competition coming in. HEB is moving into the Manor area. And if we're all being honest with ourselves, I think we all prefer HEB. Homegrown. So, thanks to the reporting by Austin Business Journal, we actually learned that HEB has officially purchased 20 acres within Manor Crossing, making it a significant step towards the much anticipated grocery store in Manor, and that just northeast of Austin. So that'll be exciting. You guys have been limited to just Walmart for your groceries. Now you got HEB moving on in. This is honestly, it's just part of a broader expansion by HEB into the whole metro. They have plans for another store in Georgetown, believe it or not, a True Texas barbecue restaurant in Kyle, and Manor Crossing itself is shaping up to be a massive retail hub. They have plans for 600 multifamily units, so that's like condos and duplexes and townhomes, and apartments, of course. And they have 425,000 square feet of commercial space. Here's some big names that are headed your way, so pay close attention. You've got TJ Maxx, you've got Burlington Coat Factory, you've got the Home Depot, and a whole lineup of food as like Chick-fil-A and Chipotle, all coming straight to Main Street in Manor. So good job, guys. If you live there already, I know you've been waiting for it, and I'm excited for you. Next time I'm out there showing some properties, it gives me a spot to stop. So I've said it once, and I will say it again. If the big dogs are putting their money in a specific location, maybe we should be too. As always, thanks for reading. If you have any friends or family that have any real estate related needs or questions, never hesitate to reach out. I'll be here for you guys. Talk to you soon. See ya.